People that say 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 improved their aim make me mad, but I am a hypocrite because 4 years ago I made a video called "This is my aim after 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚," which is just a glorified Fortnite montage. But the problem was, I was a semi-professional Fortnite player, and I claimed that the reason my aim was so good in Fortnite was because I played 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚. Far from it. I wasn't the only person that believed in this. You see, we had people like Ninja and XQC that were boldly claiming 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 was an aim trainer.
I thought this game was about training your fucking aim or some shit, man. Before, back in days, okay, it was like to improve your aim, and that is like some fucking, dude, it's like some fucking epilepsy, like seizures, fucking strength training or some shit, man.
Even Tens said he played 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 from time to time to improve his reactions. So we had a bunch of people playing this rhythm game as warm-up for clicking heads. But I'm here to set the record straight. 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 is not an aim trainer, it does not help you with your aim, and I am dubious that it even helps with your reaction time. That said, our sponsor for this video, Valorant Tracker, actually does help you actively work in improvement. If you play Valorant, this overlay, which follows Riot guidelines, shows you your statistics on different maps and agents, and even shows you what you're dealing with in live games. You can see the ranks of your enemies, what they're bad and good at, and you can always be unethical like me and focus the guy with the lowest KD.
Let's not say all of them next time. Okay.
My favorite function of this game is looking at my headshot percentage, because even though the statistic is kinda useless, it lets me know when I have to lock in.
Blind and dead. My ultimate is ready.
One enemy remaining.
Please go give it a try if you were ever curious about what maps you suck at, so you make sure never to lock duelists in my games. By the way, it's also free, so do check it out. Links in the description. 2018 was a huge year for competitive shooters. C9 made waves in the CS community. Fortnite recently blew up, and Rainbow Six Siege was still relevant. And for aspiring gamers like me, we all wanted a way to get better, especially in the aim department. Around this time, 𝐂𝐫𝐞's FPS aim trainer was starting to make its rounds as something you can use to help create a low pressure environment to practice your aim. And it worked well. With good practice, you could develop all of your aim skills through different scenarios and implement those movements into your own gameplay. But just one problem. It was boring. No one really wanted to grind 2 hours staring at moving balls in a psych ward room. That is, unless there was music. Why not stare at moving balls while listening to your favorite music? Welcome to 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚, the rhythm game where you can aim at circles and register the hits on your keyboard to the beat. Drake? Check. Hyperpop? Check. Weeb music? Check. 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 had always been around as a game that many professional players opened up while they were waiting for a queue or taking a break from their main game. To their fans, they look like gods, and it certainly spread the word when some of the best players in their respective fields were playing 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 as warm-up. Naturally, countless videos were then made associating 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 aim to aim in other games, and this is where it all started. From Valorant players to Fortnite players to even 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 professionals touting their godlike aim, the correlation that 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 skill had to other games was really popular. Even Ninja published an actual book citing 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 as a great way to improve mouse accuracy. Except that he pointed out that the most obnoxious part of the game was the music. With the amount of people connecting 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 to FPS games, you had to have wondered, does 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 aim actually translate to FPS games? No, it does not. 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 is played in a 2D environment. First and third person shooters are both played on 3D environments. If you've heard this phrase, 2D aim doesn't translate to 3D aim, this is exactly what it means. Games like Valorant, Apex, CS, most competitive shooters have a field of view and depth. 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚 is entirely 2D and has no depth. For example, here we have a neutral position on both Valorant and 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚. If I make the same movement in the game, it looks drastically different. There's just no way for depth to work in 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐚. Wait, what? If your main game is 2D, there might actually be some benefits. Take for example League of Legends. You might get better at clicking on wards or smiting Baron, I guess. But if your goal is to warm up on Valorant or other shooters, vanilla Osu doesn't really do much more than help you wake up your hand. But maybe a case could be made for reaction time. Since the video I made 4 years ago, aim improvement has always been controversial with Osu, but there seems to be a general consensus that this game actually improves your reaction time. Well, nah. This is me, a pretty average player in Osu. I'm like rank 900 right now. And this is 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸, the Perma Zoomer Astro Turbo Giga Beast. I play 7 stars for a challenge. He plays 7 stars with double time for fun. And I was pitted against him during the biggest Osu tournament, the Roundtable. There was a small segment during the Roundtable where all participants would verse each other in a reaction time test. 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 would activate a buzzer, and we would press the button as soon as we saw the light turn red. Kinda like human benchmark. Anyways, to my surprise, I wiped the floor with 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. I thought I was just lucky at first, but then it happened again. And again.
Yeah, from like curl.
And then I came second in the minigame, finally losing to Raphis.
Oh! Oh!
Despite being the slowest and worst Osu player in this tournament, how was I able to secure myself second place against these genetically gifted Osu players? Well, because reaction time doesn't matter, but processing time does. In Osu, approach rate defines the difficulty of how fast objects appear on your screen. Approach rate 11 maps make things extremely hard to react to, disappearing in just 300 milliseconds. The thing is, even though I average a lower reaction time than 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸, I'm not trained to play AR11. My eyes might be able to follow, but my brain doesn't process what hand movements to make. 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸, on the other hand, would breeze through this with his eyes closed. But let's put this in the context of shooters like Valorant. In Valorant, there are many unexpected factors with people swinging you from the most obscure angles. Only with practice, you'll be able to train and develop the game sense to properly react to these scenarios. So no. Getting good at Osu might help you react to circles appearing on your screen, but it is a far cry from preparing you for an approaching enemy in Valorant.
You're insane! What the fuck did I just see?
Osu is fun on its own. Not as an aim trainer, but as, you know, a rhythm game. Playing your favorite music, ninja, and just challenging yourself to harder and harder maps makes for a really good time. People have said that it has helped them warm up for other games or helped them train mouse mastery, which still makes more sense than aim and reaction time. Even for myself, playing Osu actually helped me develop a more comfortable way to grip my mouse after some experimentation. But even more importantly, my music taste developed through the game. Remember, if you want to improve your aim in a certain video game, consider aim trainers or just play the actual game. But if not, consider poggers, play Osu game, garner excellent rhythm sense.